So I want to let y'all know before I talk about Five Stitches that I'm running on no sleep. So, if I'm not speaking clearly, if I'm not really coordinated, then yeah, it's because I'm running on no sleep. Anyway, Five Stitches. At the moment that I'm filming this, and when I upload this, it's gonna be available on Apple, iTunes Store, Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So I'm gonna put a link in the description below that contains all the links to Five Stitches EP. Well, yeah, and then you guys can go check it out wherever you please. Alright, let's get into it. So the first song, Where Did You Go? It's about a female that I met on my senior year, but she was a sophomore at the time, and we met in the class that we both had called Intro to Business, and our teacher had a seating chart, and she paired me with her. So we started talking, and things were going great. Like, we were always having fun. We always looked forward to going to class, and we got really close. It came to a point where we were like brothers and sisters. But it got to a point where she really felt like I was her big brother, and not gonna lie, I did feel like she was my little sister. So after I graduated and moved on and all that, moved on with my life and all that, after high school, we still kept in touch. We were still talking. We were still, making sure we're good, we're okay. She loved to play volleyball. So she was always on the team in school, and I'd always come out and watch her play when it's home games, show some support, show some love and all that. But after volleyball season, she started to get a little distant from me. She was not talking to me as much. She was more dry in her text, and I just thought okay, maybe classes got a little more challenging because she always took those advanced classes and all that. She's a very smart girl, and I said girl, really weird. Anyway, I assumed she was just really booked up with school. So I was like, okay, just give her some space to do her work. And that's what I did. But then I go to Snapchat. I see her story, and she's out here living like motherfucking Larry. I shouldn't even be talking so loud because my throat hurts. It's sore from practicing my singing and also recording some songs as well. Anyway, I see her living her best life, word to Chance and Cardi B, and I enjoyed seeing her being happy around her friends. I enjoyed seeing her going out there having fun and all that. That's what I want for her. But she forgot about me, and she didn't bother to check up on me. Hit me up saying, hey, we haven't talked in a while, how you been, blah blah blah. And I still try to hit her up, and she wouldn't respond, or she would just respond in a very dry way. So I was like, alright, I thought we were siblings. But yeah, she did come back though after a while, but now she left again. So I don't know where we at now. At the moment that I'm filming this, we haven't spoke in 2 months, I assume. Well, that's what it feels like, but I feel like it's probably been a lot less than that. No, I think about a month and a half is pretty close. Anyway, if you're seeing this, little sis, hi. Anyway, back to the next song, Blind by the Looks. Oof. This one is about a recent girl that I liked at work, and my job, I'm just a bagger and a carriage collector, so I work at a grocery store. So she was a cashier, and then one day we were paired up, and we were talking a lot. I was making her laugh, she was making me laugh, but I was making her laugh more. And then we just had a very good time just talking, and after work, I got her Snap, and we were just talking on Snap. And then after like a short amount of time, like she gave me her phone number, and then we were FaceTiming a lot. Like we FaceTime like every day, and she knew that I was in college and all that. So like she would sometimes FaceTime me while I'm in class, so I can't answer. So I'll tell her like, hey, I'm in class right now, I can't answer. But when I'm like just chilling in college, like waiting for my class, then yeah, she would FaceTime me, and then I would talk before class. But what's funny is like she'll be in school as well, and she knows that the Wi-Fi in her school is ass, but she still decides to FaceTime me. So, you know, I was like, I feel appreciated. But 2 days after we started talking, I developed actual feelings, not just like, you know, thinking, oh, she's cute, blah, blah, blah. Like, I developed actual feelings. Like, I always saw her, like, around work. I just never had the chance to talk to her. But, yeah, like, I developed feelings, so I started to write a verse about her. But I wanted to add more as I got to know her more, so that I could put down more things that I would admire about her, or like what she should admire about herself. Like, just make it personal but sweet, so that this could be like a little thing that she could read when she wants to be motivated, inspired, or anything that could like bring her vibe up. But yeah, I found out she had a man because she was telling me like, oh, me and my boyfriend had problems, blah blah blah. Like, I was like, damn. But I was like, you know what? It's all good. I mean, I'm a friend right now. Like, we're pretty close. Like, she feels comfortable around me, so I'm cool. Like, I accepted the fact that I couldn't get her at the moment, so, you know, I just moved on from it. I still liked her, but I accepted it. Anyway, after some time, they did break up, and it was rough on her, so I didn't want to like make moves and tell her I like her like right there. So I wanted to wait till she was over, until like she was over him, and then I would go and like make some moves. But a week later, a motherfucking week later, and I shouldn't be talking this loud because it hurts my throat, but a week later, she had a crush on a dude at work. Normally a guy would get jealous or sad. I was pissed as fuck. And jealous, of course, but I was pissed because I was like, bruh, I was doing little things to show you that I got an interest in you. I mean, mainly I like you, but at least show that I got an interest in you. And I was doing some little cute things for her and all that, but she didn't freaking look. Like, damn it. But yeah, like, she liked the dude at work, but she found out he was a fuckboy a little while after, but she still ended up talking to him more. She still ended up hanging out with him, like, more. Well, we never hung out, like, outside of work, but, like, we would sometimes, like, go, like, Starbucks or, like, Five Guys or something before work. But, like, on a day where we're both off, we never, like, hung out. But with this kid that she had a crush on that was a fuckboy, they would hang out like after work and on days where they're both off and so forth. But what's it called? Oh, but she ended up talking to me less. Like, she was somewhat distant, but I would still be talking to her. Like, she would still FaceTime me, but it's not as much as before, like when she had a boyfriend. Anyway, after she got over this kid, she had another fucking crush on another guy at work. I mean, she knows him around like how I knows her around, but you know, like me, I didn't get a chance to talk to her, so she didn't really get a chance to talk to him. But then they got a chance to talk to each other, and then she started to get to know him. She got his Snap, and then they were just talking, and then they got pretty close. And yeah, she ended up liking him. And then at this point, she was literally only FaceTiming me just so that I can help her out with this kid. Like, she was like, should I go for him? Like, should I like tell him that I like him? Like what should I do? Bitch, you should realize that you got a man right here that wants to be your man and treat you like a fucking goddess. But no, I didn't say that. Instead, I said, well, the guy is supposed to tell the girl that they like them. So, if you go and tell the dude, you giving him the power. So, it's on you. If you want to go for it. But, you're giving him the power. So, if he plays you or breaks your heart, it's on you. But yeah, they ended up not going out. But at one point they did like each other. But he was saying oh, he doesn't know what he wants right now. So he didn't want to date her, and then end up breaking up with her because he thought he wanted it, but he really didn't, something like that. So, she was she was kind of bummed about it, but she appreciated the fact that he didn't try to date her without really feeling it. You get me? So that's how it was. And then after some time after that, and what I'm about to tell you now, I didn't say it in the song, but it happened. So I told her that I like her. Well, liked her. I don't like her no more. But I told her that I liked her. And then I was telling her through Snapchat. Then she was saying, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yeah." Then she ended up FaceTiming me. And then I got pretty nervous. I was like, oof. Alright, here we go. What's good? How long have you been liking me? Oh, for since May. Why did you hold it in for so long? Well, you already had a boyfriend when we met. Then you blah, 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 blah. And then you blah, 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 blah. So I thought, okay, maybe right now she's not looking at anyone, so I just decided to tell you now. Oh, yeah. How do I say this? I don't want to, as soon as she said that, I was like, no. Actually, as soon as she was like, how do I say this? I just knew she didn't feel the same way. So she was like, I don't want to hurt you. But then I was kind of calming her down. I was comforting her, saying hey, it's okay. I mean, that's just how you feel. So you gotta tell the truth. So don't even worry about it. I'll be all right. And then she was like, well, I see you more as a brother. And then when she said that, I felt like I got fucking quick scoped right here in the head. It was like 240 meters, spin, boom. And then I fucking died. That's how I felt. Cause that's the first time I got brother zoned. Anyway, ever since that day though, she's been a lot more distant. She hasn't even touched me ever since that day. And before that day, she would always hug me. She'd always want to hug me. She'd always force me to hug her too. And all this shit. Now she wants nothing at all. She would still try to talk to me, but she wouldn't want to touch me at all. I don't understand. Anyway, so then now this is where I tell you guys how I got over her, which is verse 3 of this song. And what I'm talking about in verse 3 is when I liked her, I didn't realize these things, but I realized that she disrespected my lifestyle, which is, music. She disrespected that not once, but twice. Twice, motherfuckers. So, the first time was when me and her were on FaceTime at night, and she wanted me to tell her a story, and then about me. And then I told her about, how I got into music, what got me inspired to do it, blah, 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 blah. It was pretty deep, personal, but I was also very passionate about it. And from what I've heard, girls love a guy that is passionate. So I thought, maybe I could impress her by telling her how passionate I am about music, or just showing it. And then, I told her my story, and I'll tell you guys some of the time, but she left no comment and said, "Are you still a virgin?" no. Tell me about that story. Yeah, she said that shit. And when I realized that shit, I was pretty freaking pissed. I was like, the fuck? And then the second time, me and her again were on FaceTime, but she was doing her homework. I was writing to my 1-800-273-8255 remix, which y'all can check out on the Ill Fuse Music SoundCloud. And then it got really quiet, and she was saying, talk to me, I feel lonely. Well, I'm writing to this remix right now, so I'm more focused on this. So all you do is just write and make music? Hell yeah. Boring. Well, that's what your favorite artists do too, so I don't know what you talking about. Well, that's different. Like, how? And she just continued with her work. I continue with my verse. Alright, moving on. Too Young. This one is about my first real crush, like my first crush ever. And I pretty much said it in the song. She played me for a whole year straight, 7th grade to 8th grade. Like, she would gas me up, like she would make me feel good about myself. But that was because I always told her, like, oh, you're beautiful, like you're blah 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 blah. Like, I was just saying whatever to make her happy, and not really doing whatever, but I was doing some things that I wouldn't normally do to make her happy. That was the first ever heartbreak that I ever had. That pretty much sums up Too Young. Alright, moving on. Long Distance. This one is about a girl that I liked in my junior year of high school, and we met in our Spanish class, which was our first period class, and we didn't talk right off the bat, like on the first day of school, but like after some time we ended up talking to each other, and then she was really fun to be around, and she just made going to class worth going. So I developed a crush on her. Then after some time, I told her, and then she told me that she felt the same way, but she also had a feeling for 2 other guys and a girl. And I was like, what? So I was just putting in moves. I was doing my thing. I was putting in moves. I was making her laugh. I was like just acting like I was her man and all that. And she was fucking with it. So she forgot about the 2 other guys. So it was just me and the girl. And then I lost. So she picked the girl over me, and the girl wasn't even in the state. She was at a different state, and she picked her over me. I mean, I do understand why she would, but at the same time, I am here. She is over there. Bruh. But like the way she told me off though, it was like pretty heartbreaking. Like, it was kind of mean. So like, it did break my heart, and on that day I consider that like my worst heartbreak until 2017, which is the next song. Wasted Love. This song I did with my artist, my little bro, Ejovi. I can't tell his side of the story, which is like his verse, so I'll just tell you like my 2 verses. Like, you know, my intentions with this song. So this one is about a girl, my second girlfriend, and I met her at work, like the other girl that I was telling you about earlier. I got her Snap, and then we were just talking from Snapchat, and then eventually it led to us getting each other's phone numbers, and then after some time, like I wouldn't say she's a shy girl, but like she's kind of like she's in the shell, but at the same time she's out of her shell. Like, it's both. Kind of weird, but damn it. So she was telling me that like she normally doesn't talk on the phone, but she wanted to talk on the phone with me. So then I told her, hey, whenever you want to, just let me know, and I'll make the time. And then she was like, all right. And then, you know, she ended up calling me one time, and then this was our first ever conversation, and on the phone, and we were just talking nonstop, and it came to a point where she was saying I gotta tell you something, but I'm kind of nervous. And then after her being hesitant for some time, she told me that she likes me. Then I remember I was like, wow, really? Yeah. I was like, oh, well, I like you too. Like, I literally just said it like that. And then she was like, why? The fucking mean why? Like, just accept the fact that I like you. But then eventually I told her why I liked her, and then she told me why she liked me, and it was pretty much like the same reasons why we liked each other. We both were able to connect on a spiritual level. We both found each other attractive. We both always had a good time around each other. Like, you know, it was lit. So then I asked her on the phone, of course, and then she said yes, and then boom, we were going out. And then things were really great. Like, it got to a point where both of us said that we love each other, and then things were going really great. Like, I ended up doing a song about her. Like I said in Wasted Love, I took a week off of my Coast to Coast mixtape just so that I can work on the song for her. Like, Coast to Coast would have been out a lot sooner than it originally was if I never did that song. Anyway, there was a time when I stayed up until like 3 or 4 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m. And like, I stayed up that long because she was fighting some insecurity. She was also reminiscing about like some traumatic experiences she had. So I was just helping her through it. I knew I wasn't gonna cheer her up, but I just tried. And then you know, she was telling me like that's the best thing anyone's ever done for me. Like, no one's been there the way you were. And yeah, until this day. So we were in this very basement watching Finding Dory on this TV that y'all can't see. And also, let me remind y'all, she also loves the Korean culture. Don't know why, she just does. And one of her favorite Korean artists dropped a music video, so she paused Finding Dory and then she watched it. And after that, I said something. It was not offensive or nothing, but I said something. And then she said something, and then the whole conversation just led to her saying, well, you're just temporary. This was never gonna last forever. And I felt my heart fucking break into a million pieces, dog. Like, yo, that shit hurt because I truly did love her with all my heart, all my soul. Like, I did so much for her out of love. Like, yo, I really love this chick. And then she said that. And I handled it pretty well. I didn't make a huge scene or anything like that, although like most people would have. But I didn't make a huge scene. I just said oh, and then I just played Finding Dory. I took my arm out for her, and then I was just sitting there, and I was just quiet. And then it got to a point where like I wasn't even watching it. I was just like this. So she noticed it, and then she asked me if anything was wrong. And I said, nah, I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna arrange this mixtape. And then she said, oh, okay. But in reality, I was devastated. I wanted to fucking bawl my eyes out. And then ever since that day, she's been treating me more and more like a friend and less of a boyfriend. And then like I just knew like if I kept trying, like it was gonna work. But I still believed in it, but nah, it didn't work. I hit her up telling her that like, you know, things have changed, and then she agreed. And then she was saying I've been more busy, blah blah blah, but that's not what I was talking about. But I was just like, yeah, she's trying to avoid it. And then she was saying like, no, I said what should we do? And then she said I don't know. And then I was like, do you think we should break up? And then she said, honestly, I think we should because I don't have that kind of time anymore. I got more priorities, and the last thing on my mind is honestly this relationship, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, I knew it wasn't that. I just knew like she didn't want me no more, but she just didn't want to hurt me. And she was never the type to like have a guy ask her out and all that, and then have her break up with him. it's normally she asks out the guy and then the guy breaks up with her. So she's never broken up with someone. Well, I assume. So then we just broke up, and then I was pretty devastated, and that was the worst heartbreak I ever had in my life so far, honestly. Like, not gonna lie, it really did hurt, but I did learn from it. I did grow from it, and I'm happy it went down like that. I'm happy that all these females that I rapped about did these things to me. Like, I learned a lot from all these experiences, and I'm forever grateful for all you guys. So thank you, and it's the end of the 5 Stitches breakdown. I'll see y'all on some other vlog or some other breakdown, whatever. Have a good day. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I'm running on 0 sleep right now, so I'm not really coordinated or anything. But yeah, peace.